Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Libra for the week of August 22nd through the 28th of 2022. Can you believe we're almost to the end of August? Wow, this summer went fast. And I would also like to thank everyone who has given my channel a thumbs up, and those of you who have definitely subscribed and left comments. To you, a very special thank you. All right, Libra, let's see what's in store for you this week. And your first card out is Decisions, Two of Swords. All right. Trying to make a right decision. A little bit afraid to move one way or the other for fear of the repercussions. So in the meantime, you're just accepting things, trying to make a decision. You know, a little bit afraid to, step off that little perch there. Maybe you have to make a necessary compromise in order to set yourself free. And the Five of Swords. All right. So quite unhappy, feeling unjust, people judging. You've had to stand your ground, defend yourself, feeling like nobody appreciates you, always in the mood for defense. People don't look up to you. You know, that's terrible. You know, someone who has wronged you has gotten away with it. And that's not a nice feeling. So maybe you're feeling like it's time that you just walk away from this whole circumstances and set yourself free. It's too bad that people feel that they can take unfair advantage and ruin other people. And the Empress. All right. That's all right. That's abundance, fertility, source of life, health, body. You're feeling good. Maybe you're thinking about writing a book. You have a new project on mind. You know, you're taking care of yourself. You're starting to rebuild. You're seeing where your health and your wealth is what you want in your life, and you're starting to plant your seeds now, which starting to come to growth, which is great. You know, you'll do all right. That's definitely a flourishing card of growth and new projects on to bigger and better. Ten of Swords. So most definitely feeling betrayed. Somebody you trusted stabbed you in the back, let you down. Somebody you thought that you could trust showed their true colors. And that's not nice, and I'm sorry to hear that for you. But it's okay. You know, sometimes we need that to give us that little extra, that's enough, so that we can pull the swords out, step up, dust ourselves off, and go in the direction that makes us happy. And the Four of Swords. So most definitely needing a time out, rethinking, recouping. You know, maybe you just need some little bit of R&R for yourself. You've been, you know, having a heavy workload here for quite some time. Maybe some sort of misunderstanding of some kind in your life as well. Some sort of, you know, somebody was unkind, said some, you know, abusive words to some other people, you know, about you, that sort of stuff, and gotten away with it. So you've had to stand your ground and take a time out here so that you can rest and recoup and, you know, You need to do that. Or maybe this is somebody that you know that's recouping or resting themselves. You're going to visit them. You know, maybe they've gotten a little bit under the weather. You're bringing them that little bit of good news. And the Three of Pentacles. So you definitely have a lot to offer. People are starting to realize it. Maybe you've put out some resume to get a new job or something, and people are starting to really look at it and realize just what you're bringing to the table, that you have a lot of knowledge and know your stuff. You know, anybody that asks you things, you're just full of knowledge. And you do it with such ease, which astounds everybody. You make it look like whatever it is that you do for a living, that it's so easy because it comes natural to you. And the Lovers. All right. Maybe it's time now that you commit to a passion or a career or a position, or, you know, something positive that speaks to your heart. I mean, you know what's right for you, what makes you happy, what kind of job you're looking for, what kind of relationships you're looking for. You know, what do you most care about in your life? You know, what changes are you willing to make to better yourself and your partner? Yeah, definitely changes this week. And the Tower. And there it is. You know, the foundation that you thought was so solid and grounded is very weak. And you're starting to notice the cracks in the foundation. Now, whether that's in, you know, your relationships, your friendships, your family members, your finances, even in some cases for some of you, you're starting to realize that, you know, it's not as sound as what you had hoped for. And now you need to pick yourself up. This is your wake-up call. This is your awakening, saying, you know, your aha moment that you've seen, and now you realize where you stand and what you have to do to make your life better for yourself in the future. And the Two of Rods. So you have the whole world in your hand. You have a lot of possibilities and ideas, you know, things that speak to you that you want to do. You know, you just stand out in a good way in every dimension. You know, you're looking at your life as nothing's wrong but nothing's right. So you're just in that lull moment. You're not really moving in one direction or another. You know, these are big decisions that's going on around you. You know, and you don't want to make anything in haste or something that goes against your better judgment or what your heart speaks to you. So you're just standing there. Like I said, you got the whole world in hand. You got your green pastures out there, your mountains and your oceans. You're on solid ground. Things are starting to grow. You're starting to realize where you want to be and what you want to do. And the Seven of Swords. All right, that's all right. So you've made a decision in some sort that, you know, sorry, that's a helicopter going over. Air, Sea, and Rescue doing their searching for something. You know, be careful not to let people know too much about what your decisions are or what you're thinking about doing here. You know, keep your information to yourself. You know, if you're thinking about applying for a job, or, you know, you're thinking of just quitting this or that or whatever it happens to be, or moving even, just don't let anybody know. Just keep it to yourself. Keep it under your hat for now. And the Six of Rods. So there you go. You know, standing your ground. Not your little, people are starting to notice what you're worth. Sometimes it's better not to give information, isn't it? You know, take a bow for your accomplishments that you've already done this far in your life, because you've done a lot. You know, it's nice to be recognized for a job well done. You stick out in a good way. Isn't that wonderful? That's very true too, that you do. You stick out in a good way. And the Hangman. All right. So you're feeling trapped in some sort of circumstances, whether that's a relationship or a job. You know, you don't feel like you're being, you know, you don't have quite the right look at what you want to do yet. So you're in that hanged mode. So you're trying to get a perspective on both sides, on, you know, whether that's a person or a place or a job. You know, you're trying to look at both ends of it, make your decisions wisely before you step out into the great unknown. And the Three of Rods, so there it is. Maybe you put out some resumes and, you know, you're just waiting for somebody to give you a phone call to tell you to come on in because they've realized what you've put out there, and boy, you're definitely what they're looking for. So, you know, don't be surprised if it doesn't show up on your doorstep very quickly. And the Six of Swords. So thinking of maybe making a move. You know, better job, better shores, better home, changing residence, you know, something that speaks to you, brightens up your life, you know, better horizons. You just had enough. You're tired of, you know, feeling like you've had to defend yourself, nobody's listening to you, unappreciated, unwanted, that sort of feelings. That's not nice. But I think this week you're going to make a decision on which way you're going to go to make yourself become better in the future. And the world. So there you go. You've crossed some sort of finish line. You know, you're in the right place at the right time this time. In many ways, that's a card of starting all over again. In a good way. You know, maybe you're thinking of taking a trip abroad somewhere, someplace you've never been, always wanted to go. You know, where you're comfortable with yourself. Wow. And the Knight of Swords. So most definitely some sort of travel coming in, unexpected, fast moving, you know, friendship or relationship or something is starting to cool off, you know, for some others of you. You know, you're just starting to cut through all the things in your life and getting clarity there for what you want in your future. Wow, Libra. What a week. All right, I am going to shuffle and pick you an Angel Oracle card and see what news they have to bring for you. Have faith and hope, because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't yet see. Well, there you go. Hold your head up. You'll be happy you did. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now, and I will talk to you again next week. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and bye for now.